Hi guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob Connor here once again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the pretty awesome Rambo movie DVD complete collection, which obviously stars the legend Sylvester Stallone, and obviously 5 Rambo films he made. And obviously, one of his most iconic, was one of the films that he's most known for, other than Rocky. Rambo being one of the most ones that he's known for and one of the most iconic. And obviously, speaking of iconic, doesn't get more iconic than the first one. It's probably the most recognisable of them, really, and probably arguably the best one when you consider all the others. Probably the best one, and I think it is, it is pretty much the best one, to be honest. I always enjoy it when I watch it, and obviously the best one, I think, in terms of, well, not just for it being most recognisable, but I think it is in terms of the story and the way it is, and I think it is, I think it is, the best one. But obviously, it's most iconic, and it's just good all the way through, and I like it, and all the action and the story. The only thing I will say is, the only thing that's for me is the beginning bits happens a bit too quick. I think it could have been a bit more longer. Maybe something could have happened, a bit more talking and then something happened. I think it's a bit too fast paced at the beginning. That's all. Because I think the rest of it's fine. No problems there. I just think it just sort of rushes. I don't like things when it's too rushed. I sort of like a little bit of a build up. Maybe 15-20 minutes and then starting off. I think it's just a bit too quick. But other than that, once it's get into it, it's all good. No issues then. It's just all good. Yeah. So obviously part 2. Now, I must admit, I'm not the greatest fan of part 2. I mean, I've seen it quite a few times, but don't like it as much as the first. I just don't really like the storyline as much, although it's still pretty good and it's still quite strong. But yeah, I'm not into it as much. I don't enjoy it as much as the first, for sure. And there's bits that I'm not too keen on, but as I say, it's still alright. It's still a good film. Pretty good all the way through. A lot of good action. And Stallone obviously delivers, as he did in the first, but I just don't, certainly not as best, certainly not better than the first, and I just don't like it that much. Now the third, I like this slightly better than the second, to be fair. This is pretty good. This one is slightly longer than the first two, but it's pretty good. I quite like it. I definitely like it better than the second. And it's just all good all the way through. Loads of good action. And Stallone is good. Obviously, again, he delivers. And the action's pretty good. Rambo just destroying everything as usual. And then obviously, it's quite some time before he made the next one. 2007, I believe it was.